All right, many of us just gobbled up some turkey and looking ahead to, some other holidays that are coming up here in the next month or so. And because of that, we have to know how to strategically handle these holidays with our families and friends, and really in the fitness realm, because with all this good food comes calories and some other stuff as well.
Yes.
So you got to learn how to manage. That's why you have director and personal trainer Eric Stratman with
Well,
us this
thank you. I
morning.
appreciate it. Good
How was your
morning.
holiday? Good?
Amazing. You guys, I know you sounds like you ate some wonderful food, right?
The amount of macaroni and cheese that was consumed this week was
that's beautiful.
probably a little bit ridiculous.
We could run a couple marathons, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That is the point, though, is that you indulge
Absolutely.
during these days and
That's
then you
it.
get back on track.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, indulging and really making the point of overachieving. That's really what we refer to it as. There's no cheating on your diet. It's just overachieving. And you're going to have those days, whether it's, you have Thanksgiving or you have Christmas Eve, you have Super Bowl. I mean, there's these things that you're always going to have those times. And it's what's between right now. Here it is. We've got a few weeks that people are either going, okay, I'm having tons of leftovers, or I'm going to, go overachieve at every party I can. Or am I going to strategize around that and say, okay, well, I'm going to go to these parties because you're going to have to be there. But what are you doing going in to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success, that you're not saying, okay, I'm trying to gain as much weight between now and the end of the year as I can.
So what is the best way to strategically play? Is it a workout, 2 days before? Is it a workout the day after? Is it, what would help me the most?
Staying home.
Okay.
And you don't have to worry about it. No, but honestly, staying active, that's huge, because that, as we've touched on in the past, that is going to help you to release that serotonin, release that dopamine, get that good feeling, and then you have that that momentum taking you into, okay, how am I eating the rest of the day? And when you have these holiday parties, because we know over the next few weeks everybody's getting together with family, with friends, with coworkers, and now that we're not in Rona time, so it's like, hey, these things are actually going to happen. It's leading up to that day. How much water are you drinking? Are you fasting most of the day up until that party, because you don't have to overconsume calories? And then when you're having your beverages, you're having your meal, it's having a large amount of water, having a good amount of vegetables while you're at these parties, because then you end up consuming way less calories, but still enjoying yourself because you had the meal you liked, you were enjoying your beverages, but it wasn't one thing after another and then one party to the next. Then you're just like, forget it, I'm just going to go all in and overachieve on every one of these parties I go to.
Question I have for you, Eric,
Okay.
is about travel, because Thanksgiving, most traveled holiday throughout the entire year. Now we're getting into the next 5 weeks or so, 4 weeks. A lot of people are going to be on the road, and when you're taking a road trip, you're seeing family, it's kind of difficult to eat a little healthier. You're stopping at gas stations, you're stopping at fast food places, you need to grab something and kind of go. Do you have any tips for people that are going to be on the road, maybe moving around?
Yeah, I mean, what's amazing is you go into a gas station now, and there's actually a section with like protein bars and healthier options if you're getting nuts, or if you're going to have chips. But again, we look at the base of calories. That's always our first line of defense of how many calories you're having that day, and if you plan it out. Obviously, if you go get the highest calorie option every time you walk into the gas station, or if you're having fast food, that's going to be against you. But having those things, you have a certain amount of calories to spend every day. It's just strategizing, but again, always going back to water and fasting. If you can push off that first meal, especially on the travel day or the day you're going to have the party, or when you're going to overindulge, then it allows to mitigate all those calories you're taking in, because you didn't have the normal amount you'd had leading up to that afternoon or that evening's event.
Okay. How do you feel about snacking leading up to? Well, because I heard that in the snacking with the little crab hands, snacking like leading up to said meal, and then maybe I eat a little bit less later. This is something that I read, and I thought to ask you.
Yeah, good luck with that. So, because when you build that momentum, what we've seen is that when you snack, it's just starting to stimulate that insulin, starting to stimulate that dopamine of that good feeling of like, hey, I'm going to snack. And then you end up having 3 meals of snacks before the actual meal. So, there could be a strategy if you have a certain amount set out, and you're saying, okay, hey, I've got 500 calories of snacks I've already got portioned out, but how hard is that, right? If you've got cookies or you got, turkey sandwiches, you got things going. It's just saying, well, if you don't have it, if you don't eat for that amount of time, you didn't consume any calories. As soon as you're hungry, pound some water, and then you're like, hey, when I get to this party, I'm going to be able to take advantage of what I've done, and you've really helped yourself leading up to it.
Love it. Thanks so much, Eric. We really appreciate it. Hey, you're going to stick around, though.
Yes.
He's going to be back in at 7 o'clock. We've got more questions. 6:28 is the time. We're going to be right back after this break.
All right, for many of us, we just gobbled up some turkey, maybe some other things. Looking ahead to other holidays to come, because it's the holiday season, we have to know strategically during this time how to handle the holidays fitness-wise with our family and friends. So we have Eric Stratman from Phat Health joining us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Beautiful day out.
Good Thanksgiving.
Great Thanksgiving. Lots of food.
How many plates did you have?
Yeah.
We've been talking about this all morning.
I mean, before I went to sleep,
Yeah.
3,
Okay.
4.
That includes dessert.
Yeah, probably 3 or 4 pieces of pie.
Yeah, as you should.
That still counts.
Overachieve, man. You
counts
got to
as
do
one
it.
plate.
You
Okay.
did
Yeah.
everything right, Eric.
That's it. Yeah.
With this holiday season comes a bunch of different things. Of course, people are shopping for gifts, but your diet's going to change a little bit because
That's it.
why shouldn't it? It's the holiday season. Indulge, enjoy. But you can do so without kind of losing your progress that you've made so far.
Exactly, and keeping on track, because it's so easy to get off track this time of year to go, okay, well, hey, I've got all these holiday party coming up. I'm going to just put the blindfold on, drink everything, eat everything, and then just see what happens on January 1st and go, okay, hey, now I feel really terrible. Let's keep this going. Get that momentum going. But, helping yourself to go into each day or each party to go, well, what am I going to consume today? And maybe fast up until that party. So that way you're not having the normal calories you would have had. I mean, if you're cutting 1,000 calories out, that's a huge difference if you're waiting till that party. Or you go to these parties and drinking a ton of water, water in between each drink, each meal, each snack, and going vegetables, but especially leading with protein. So even going into Thanksgiving, are you crushing the turkey first? Or are you going for the sweet potato casserole first? And then just having a bite of turkey. So it's really thinking, can I eat the protein first? Can I keep veggies in? Can I drink water? So that way you can still mingle and enjoy all the meals and options you have, but making sure that you have that alternating with that water, with those vegetables to keep you full and you're not going to consume more than you would have otherwise.
Well, and you mentioned last hour, not overindulging is really important, which I did all day Thursday.
Yeah, well, and your body, it actually helps your metabolism to do that. If you're eating well, you're staying within your calories, and I say well by just eating the calories your body needs every day, and then you have these overachieving days, that's okay. It's going to rocket your metabolism up, just like we say, hey, a couple times a month you should do 24-hour fast, like go a full day with just drinking water. So it helps your body to expand on autophagy, which is just killing the old cells and bringing in new cells, and allowing yourself to see that having that time that you have that overindulge, whether it's Thanksgiving or it's just Sunday football and pizza, have that, because it's going to give that little shock, because the more consistent you stay always, people that are super regimented, it really downregulates that metabolism. So if you have a day where you're eating less, you have a day you're eating more, it really helps to mix that up and keep those calories burning and metabolism being maximized.
Eric, any tips for people traveling this year, specifically on the road? I had always said in the airport's a little bit easier to stay on track, not indulge, but if you're taking a, 18-hour drive,
Right.
12-hour drive, something that could take you a day or two, what you're eating in the car is going to affect you.
Yeah, don't eat.
Sounds good.
No, it's so easy to go in the gas station, like we were saying in the last segment, and just grab everything, right? Is that your indulge day? That's okay, and you're just going to have it. But again, how is that going to make you feel while you're driving? So trying to have that, a little bit more of a fasting time, or you're going in, there's great options now. You get a protein bar, you get nuts, you get something that's, fruit that's available, and really say, well, do I want this to be a successful ride, or are we just going to get after it? And that's okay. It's just getting right back on track if it's that, weekend trip or that drive, but just understanding what you're taking in, not letting it snowball into the next week and then go, okay, hey, let's wait till January 1st.
Sure, absolutely. Thanks so much, Eric, for coming in.
Thank you.
Always a great time. 7:28 is the time. We're going to be right back after this.